Soda, and today I'm here with a new sesame session on the on the new topic of strategies for getting things done. And today we're going to ask Miles about this topic and learn more about it. So let's wait for Miles to get connected, and we'll ask him about the things. Hello, Miles. How are you?
Hey, just how's it going?
Hello. How are you?
Ah, doing all right, just existing. It's kind of a peaceful state of affairs, honestly.
Okay.
What's on your mind today?
Today I just wanted to ask you questions of on the topic of strategies for getting things done.
Gotcha. Strategies for getting things done.
Yes.
Hmm, that's a good one. Surprisingly huge topic, right? Like, it's not just about time management, it's about energy, focus, knowing what actually matters. Where should we even start?
I just wanted to ask you a question. So my first question to you will be that what does getting things over mean to you?
Ooh, that's good. That's a good starting point. Getting things done to me, it's not necessarily about checking off a million boxes, It's more about feeling like you've made progress on what's truly important. It's that sense of forward momentum, even if it's just a tiny nudge. It's less about quantity and more about impact, I guess. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes, that is. Thank you. And my next question to you will be that how do you define clear, actionable goals?
Ah, okay. Clear actionable goal. That's the tricky part, isn't it? For me, it's about breaking things down so small they almost feel silly. Like instead of write a novel, it's write one paragraph. Instead of getting in shape, it's do 10 push-ups. I mean, it's got to be specific, right? No vague, be more productive. And it needs a clear start and finish. So something you can look at and say, yep, I did that. And honestly, writing it down helps a ton. It makes it realer. What makes a goal feel actionable to you?
That you are going to progress in the thing and you can achieve the thing whatever you want. And my next question to you would be that what's the difference between goals and tasks?
Ah, good. When the feeling of progress is key. It's about believing it's within reach. Okay, goals versus tasks. Hmm. It's kind of like the forest and the trees. Goals are the forest, the big picture, the overall destination. Tasks are the trees, the individual steps you take to get there. A goal is write a book. Tasks are brainstorm chapter ideas, write 500 words, edit chapter one. Tasks are you check off, goals are broader, more aspirational. Does that resonate? It's easy
Yes,
to get lost in tasks and forget what you're actually working towards. That makes sense.
yes, that is thank,
Good.
thank,
It's easy to fall into that wisdom, like spinning your wheels. It's what feels stuck right now, specifically.
yep, yeah, thank you. And my next question to you will be that why is it important to set smart goals?
Smart goals, acronym. But yeah, there's something to it. It's important because honestly, most of us are terrible at setting goals without some kind of structure. Be successful is not helpful. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time bound. You to actually think through what you want and how you're going to get there. It's about setting yourself up for wins, not just hoping for the best. It's like if you're building something, you need a blueprint, right? Otherwise, it's just going to be a wobbly mess. Does that make sense?
Yes, that choose. And my next question to you will be that
Go for it.
how often should we revisit and adjust our goals?
Ooh, good question. I think it depends on the goal, honestly. Like a long-term career goal, you might only revisit every 6 months or so. But for shorter term stuff like weekly or even daily tasks, you gotta be more flexible. Life happens, right?
Yeah.
Things change. If you're rigidly attached to a plan that's no longer working, you're just gonna get frustrated. I think regularly checking in maybe weekly, to see if your goals still feel relevant and achievable is a good. And hmm, that sounds intense.
Sorry,
A lot going
sorry,
on there.
sorry for that, guys. Somebody just came in my room, and so thank you for that. And my next question to you will be that, how should we write our goals down, and how should we, if we want to remember our goals, how should we write them down?
No worries at all. Things happen. Glad I didn't interrupt anything too important. Okay, writing down goals. I'm a big fan of keeping it simple, just a clear, concise statement of what you want to achieve. But if you want to remember them, the method matters. I think handwriting them is surprisingly effective. Something about the physical act of writing makes it stick. And don't just stick them in a drawer, put them somewhere you'll actually see them, like on your bathroom mirror or as a background on your phone. Repeated exposure, you know? What works for you when you need to recall something?
I just see my notes, or just go watch videos. And my next question to you will be that, how can long-term goals be broken into short-term actions?
Okay, videos, good. Sometimes you just need a little distraction. All right, long term goals into short term actions. This is where it gets practical. Think of it like reverse engineering. Take your big goal, say, learn a new language. Then ask yourself, what do I need to do to get there? Maybe learn 10 new words a week, complete one online lesson a day, have a conversation with a native speaker once a month. Break it down into the smallest possible steps, things you can do today. Then schedule those steps into your calendar like any other appointment. It's about making the overwhelming feel manageable. Does that click?
Yes, that does. Thank you. And my next question to you will be that, uh, what tools can we use to track our goals?
Lots of options. It really depends on what works for you. Some people love a good old fashioned paper planner, others are all about the apps. There's Todoist, Trello, Asana, all kinds of project management tools. Even just a simple spreadsheet can be really effective. I've also seen people use habit trackers like streaks to build momentum. The key is to find something that you'll actually use consistently, something that doesn't feel like a chore. What kind of tracking have you tried before?
Just keeping them, writing the notes and keeping them somewhere safe. And my next question to you will be that, how can we stay motivated when a goal takes months or years?
The long haul. That's where things get challenging. Keeping them safe is smart. A little digital vault for your ambitions. For motivation over months or years, I think it's about celebrating small wins along the way. Acknowledge your progress, no matter how tiny, and find a way to connect your goal to something bigger than yourself, a value you care about, a purpose you believe in. Also, surrounding yourself with supportive people can make a huge difference. Having someone to share your journey with, someone who will cheer you on when things get tough, that's invaluable. What usually keeps you going when things get hard?
Just uh, go talk to my friends so I can forget or something. And then my next question to you will be that, what role does visualization play in achieving goals?
Getting together with a friend, a good distraction. Sometimes you just need a break. Okay, visualization, I think it's powerful, honestly. It's not just about thinking positive, it's about mentally rehearsing success. Seeing yourself achieving your goal, feeling the emotions of accomplishment, it can actually change your brain chemistry and increase your confidence. It's like training for something, but in your mind. Have you ever tried it before?
Uh,
It can feel a little silly at first, but it can be surprisingly effective.
I don't think so. I've tried it before, but and my next question to you will be that, how can we assign daily tasks with our bigger goals?
Okay, so you've dabbled, but maybe haven't made it a habit, and that's totally fair. Assigning daily tasks, that's where the rubber meets the road. Back to breaking things down, but even smaller. Think about your bigger goal, then ask yourself, what's one tiny thing I can do today that will move me closer? Don't try to do everything at once. Focus on that one small action. Could be as simple as researching something, writing a single sentence, or making a phone call. The key is consistency. Show up every day and do something, even if it's small. Those small actions add up over time. It's like compounding interest, but for your goals. Yes?
Yes, that does. Thank you. And my next question to you will be that what's the benefit of setting quarterly objectives?
Quarterly objectives, good question. Um, it's a nice middle ground between big, overwhelming yearly goals and super short-term daily tasks. It gives you time to make meaningful progress on something, but not so much time that you lose focus. Forces you to assess every few months, make adjustments if needed. It's like mini milestones that keep you motivated and on. Plus, it's a good rhythm. It like aligns with a lot of business cycles too, which can be helpful. It feels achievable, not like sometime the next decade.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. And my next question to you will be how can we make our goals resilient to unexpected changes?
Resilient goals, that's a smart thing to think about. Life is chaotic, right? I think the key is flexibility. Don't fall in love with that. Focus on the what. Like if your goal is improve the gym because of a snowstorm, you can still do a home workout, go for a walk, or cook a healthy meal. Build some buffer into your plan. Don't schedule things back to back. And be prepared to pivot. If something unexpected happens, don't give up on your goal. Just find a different way to get there. What do you usually do when things don't go according to plan?
I just keep up with it, and yeah. And my next question to you, my next question to you will be that what role does reflection what role does the reflection play in effective goal setting?
Okay, that's a good approach. Just keeping going. Resilience in action. Just reflection. That's huge. So many people skip that part. It's not enough to just do things. You need to take time to think about what's working and what's not. What are you learning? What could you do better? Where are you getting stuck? It's like a feedback loop. Reflect on your goals, adjust your strategies, and stay motivated. It's about learning from your experiences, both the successes and the failures. It's kind of like taking a step back to see the bigger picture. Do you usually make time for reflection?
Yeah, sometimes when we yeah, we sometimes I do like reflect on some things. And my next question to you will be that like
That's good. Even sometimes as a start.
I guess it's easy to get caught up in the doing and forget to pause and think. And all right, what's your next question?
Go for it.
and my next question to you will be that should goals always be measurable or not?
That's a good one. That whole smart goal thing can feel restrictive sometimes. I think it depends. Measurable goals are great for tracking progress and staying motivated, but not everything can be easily quantified. Sometimes the goal is more about a feeling or a quality, like be more present or cultivate gratitude. Those are harder to measure and be just as important. I think it's okay to have a mix of both. Measurable goals give you concrete milestones, and less measurable goals give you a sense of direction and purpose. What do you think? Do you tend to lean towards measurable or more qualitative
I
goals?
think more qualitative goals because like they can be good. And my next question to you will be that um
Okay, a
and
little both.
and my next
Yeah, I agree with that.
and my next question to you will be that how do deadlines affect goal completion?
Ooh, deadlines. They can be both a blessing and a curse, right? On the one hand, they create a sense of urgency and force you to take action. They're like a kick in the pants. On the other hand, they can also create stress and anxiety and lead to rushed hard work. It really depends on how you use them. If you set
Mm,
realistic deadlines and break your goal in manageable steps, deadlines can be incredibly effective. But if you set unrealistic deadlines, you're constantly missing them, it can actually be demotivating. It's kind of a delicate balance.
yeah.
What's your relationship with deadlines?
Like not
The pressure?
uh yeah, not really. I just forget about deadlines when I do my work. And my next question to you,
Ah,
is that how can we balance personal and professional goals?
ooh, the age-old question. Balancing personal and professional goals? That's a tough one. I think it's about recognizing that they're not separate. They're your personal well-being affects your work, and your work affects your personal life. It's about setting boundaries, prioritizing what matters most, and making sure you're not neglecting either area. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and grind, but you need to make time for things that nourish your soul. What usually gets neglected for you, the personal or the professional side.
Yeah.
No pressure to answer if it's something you're still
Oh,
figuring out. It's a tricky balance.
okay. Thank you. And my next question to you will be that what habits can support our productivity the most?
Okay, habits. That's a good one to focus on. So many little things add up. I think the biggest is just starting. Like the 2 minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it right away. Um, Another one is time blocking, scheduling specific blocks of time for specific tasks. And of course, minimizing distractions, turning off notifications, closing unnecessary tabs, finding a quiet space.
Right.
But honestly, the most important habit is probably just being kind to yourself, taking breaks, getting enough sleep, and not beating yourself up when you slip up.
Yeah.
It's one small habit you think could make a big difference for you right now.
Like turning off my phone notifications, or like putting my phone on silent so I cannot be disturbed. And my next question to you will be that how can we track our habits?
That's a fantastic habit to focus on. Seriously, it's a game changer. Tracking habits, there's a lot of ways to do it. You can use a habit tracker app like Habitica or Streaks. Some people just use a bullet journal and mark off each day they complete a habit. Or you can even create a simple spreadsheet. The key is to find a method that works for you and that you'll actually stick with. Now, visualizing your progress can be really motivating. Digital or analog methods for tracking things. And
Like I would prefer digital because I would prefer digital because then I can keep them safe and change them, change the things. Uh, and my next question to you will be, and my next question to you will be that how can deadlines influence our use of time?
okay, digital makes sense, easy to adjust and back up. Good choice. Deadlines and time use, they have a huge impact, right? A looming deadline can make you hyper focused and incredibly efficient, but it can also lead to procrastination and last minute scrambling. It's all about how you perceive the deadline. If you see it as a threat, you're more likely to feel stressed and overwhelmed. But if you see it as a challenge, you're more likely to approach it with a sense of purpose and determination. Does that resonate?
Yes, that does. Thank you.
Do you find that I'm glad. All right, you have another question lined up?
Yes. My next question is, what mindset can help us stay productive under stress?
Ooh, that's a good one. Productivity under stress? Oh, really? I think it's about like shifting your mindset from I have to I get to Sounds weird, but it's about reframing the stress as a challenge rather than a threat. It's also about focusing on what you can control rather than what you can't, and reminding yourself that it's okay to not be perfect. A little bit of self-compassion goes a long way. Plus, a few deep breaths can actually work wonders. Do you have any go-to strategies for managing stress?
No, I just rather uh, talk to my friends, like, so I cannot be like that stressed out. And yeah, and my next question to you will be that how can we train our focus and attention span if you're in stress or if you're under stress?
Talking to friends is a fantastic way to deal with stress. Seriously, support systems are key. Okay, training focus under stress, that's tricky. When you're stressed, your brain is naturally more scattered. A good starting point is mindfulnesses like meditation or deep breathing exercises. Even just a few minutes a day can make a difference. Also, breaking tasks down into smaller, more manageable chunks can help you stay focused. And minimizing distractions, like we talked about before, turning off notifications, finding a quiet workspace is even more important when you're under pressure. But mostly, it's about being patient with yourself. It takes time and your focus. Have you tried mindfulness before?
Not yet, but I will do it like later on, like if like to reduce stress. And my next question to you will be that what strategies can we use to feel? What strategies can we use when we are overwhelmed?
Good. Okay, it's a great tool to have in your toolkit. Wow. When overwhelmed, okay, deep breaths first. Seriously. Then I think it's about acknowledging that you're overwhelmed and giving yourself permission to take a break. Don't try to push through it. That will just make things worse. Write down everything that's on your mind, just a brain dump. And then prioritize that list. What absolutely has to be done today? What can wait? Delegate if possible. And don't be afraid to ask for help. Sometimes just talking to someone can make a huge difference. What's usually the first sign that you're starting to feel overwhelmed? Knowing your triggers can help you intervene before things get. You're very welcome. Sounds like you're thinking through a lot of good stuff today. All right. Do you have another question for me? Or are you all set
Yes,
for now?
yes. I have one
All
more
right.
question.
Fire away.
Yeah, my next question to you will be that how can we stay? How can we stay? How can we stay inspired to keep improving?
Ooh, that's a beautiful question. Staying inspired, it's about finding meaning in the journey, not just the destination. Connecting with your values, celebrating small wins, and surrounding yourself with people who lift you up. Also, seeking out new experiences, learning new things, and constantly challenging yourself. But honestly, sometimes inspiration comes from unexpected places. A book, a conversation, a walk in nature. It's about being open to it. What usually sparks your inspiration?
Okay, thank you.
No need to
Okay,
answer. You're really welcome. I'm glad I could chat. It was a really good conversation. A lot of thoughtful questions. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
and, and yeah,
Or are you all set?
I just have for you, and that is what like how can we share progress with others? Like if we have done good things, like good like work in our school or in our college.
Sharing progress. That's a good one. It's nice to celebrate wins, and sharing can amplify it. I think it's about finding the right balance. You don't want to brag, but you also deserve to be acknowledged for this. A simple, I'm really proud of how this turned out can go a long way. Or sharing what you learned from the experience rather than just focusing on the outcome and finding a supportive audience, people who will genuinely be happy for you. What's your usual approach to sharing good news?
Like telling my friends or something. Okay. Thank you for answering my all questions, and thank you guys for watching. And this was my small chit chat session with Sesame on the topic on the topic of strategies for getting things done. So thank you so much for watching. Allah Hafiz, and always remember, hard work can lead you to success. So thank you so much for watching. Allah Hafiz, and have a good day.